Chris made a rear window cover for our Honda Pilot SUV camper to hide what's inside when we're parked, which worked out really well when we left our vehicle at a parking lot to celebrate Canada Day in Prince George, and when we camped at some free rec sites in the area.
When we leave our SUV camper parked in a parking lot to go exploring or hiking or things like that, we're always worried about leaving our gear exposed inside the car. We have window covers for the front and side windows to block out the light when we're sleeping, but we never needed one for the rear window as we have a divider between our sleeping area and our kitchen area. But we decided we wanted a cover for our rear window anyway because we didn't want people to be able to see into our kitchen when we're away from our vehicle for a while. To make a rear window cover, I followed a similar process as when I made our other window covers, using a big piece of paper to trace the window shape, then cutting the paper to the right shape. Because the rear window is so big, I needed to make the cover in 2 pieces and then sew them together with a fabric hinge. That way we could store it inside the car, folded, and it wouldn't take up as much space. Using the paper shape for half the window, I cut the leftover PVC expanded foam board I had from our previous window cover project. To sew the pieces together, I first pierced holes into the board, then sewed it together using a scrap strip of 14-ounce canvas and a heavy-duty thread. I didn't want to hem the hinge fabric and make it thick, so I used some Pro Bond glue on the edges to keep them from fraying. The window cover fits easily into place and stays in even when our tailgate is up. Now let's get back to our road trip.
Today we're waking up at a free campground somewhere between Quesnel and Prince George, and we're super excited this morning because our friends Jay and Mel from Home and Rome are coming to visit us for breakfast. They're here! They're only coming in for breakfast, but they still need to turn the trailer around, so they're gonna fully come into the spot here. With the trailer finally parked, it's time for some breakfast. Jay and Mel have just left, and I can't figure out what we want to do today. I can't decide if I want to stay here another day or if we want to drive into Prince George. I'm gonna go see what Chris thinks.
Well, I think it's a really nice day here. It's like blue sky, sunshine. The mosquitoes are bad, but we have we seem to be keeping them at bay. Yeah, I think we should stay here. And then Canada Day is tomorrow. We can go into town and see what the festivities are like.
We've been enjoying a sunny day on the lake, but now we're starting to hear some thunder in the distance. So I think it's time for us to at least pack up camp and be ready for a good rainstorm. After rushing to put everything away, it seems like the storm is not coming. So we're taking our chairs back out of the car. We're getting out from the back seat. We're on our way to Prince George to check out some of the festivities for Canada Day. Prince George is located in northern BC and has a population of about 75,000. Here we are at Laidley Park.
Festivities should include some food trucks, some stage performances, and some booths to check out.
I'm super excited about this booth with all natural oatmeal, and also it's got something called bear poop, which is balls of dates and other good things inside of it. We just got to check out the Red Cross booth where Chris and I are recent volunteers, and we picked up a sticker. I don't know if you've seen Nomadland, but my first thought when I saw these buckets is they're the 3-gallon bucket. I'm mostly kidding. All of these amazing designs are by Forever Designs and Gifts, and I love them all. I really want the egg container, actually. Now it's time to get some food. It is so busy here, and I think the food trucks are the most popular. After waiting in line for 30 minutes for shawarma, what did I decide to do?
Sushi. Where there was no line the whole time.
We picked up a mango and avocado roll and 2 yam rolls. That was really good, the sushi. I wasn't too sure what to expect just from a little booth over here. The avocado was super ripe, the mango was sweet, the yam was just done perfectly.
Is there anything more Canadian than choosing between shawarma and sushi on Canada Day?
The energy around here is pretty awesome, and I'm really glad the weather is holding for us. We're going to go check out what's going on the main stage now. That was a really fun Canada Day celebration. I feel like I haven't had a celebration like that in a long time.
I agree. That was awesome.
We're getting back on the road towards a free campsite that we can hopefully find a spot on to camp on a long weekend. We've just left Prince George and we're driving towards Prince Rupert over the next week or so. We're currently on Highway 16, which is the 725 kilometer stretch of highway between Prince George and Prince Rupert. It's also known as the Highway of Tears because it's a place where many, many Indigenous women and children have gone missing or have been murdered over the last many decades.
It's a really sad part of Canadian history and British Columbia history, and it's, you know, you see signs as you're going along here about missing people, and it's, I don't know, it's just something we need to remember and think about as we go through here.
We're almost at the wreck site, so let's see what we can find on this Canada Day long weekend.
On Canada Day.
Looks like a few spots have been taken. Not feeling super hopeful here. That is a spot. Let's take it.
Can't believe it.
This would never happen in Vancouver. It might be the last spot, but it's still a spot, and we're only, what, like 30 minutes out of Prince George? Prince George has tired us out with its super fun Canada Day activities. We're going to roll out our bed and get to sleep in our SUV. And that's our rear window cover DIY project and our Northern BC road trip so far. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more unconventional travel adventures and DIY projects.